Okay, we're back. No, not the time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go! Come on, guys, move it! Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. Don't calm down yet. You're not done. You've still got to find the dead. Oh. Oh, that was the wrong... Well, whatever. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? Man, that guy can sure laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. I guess Snake probably can't see the sky, but he sure can feel the fresh air. I just want to take a nap. Akane! Akane! Akane, can you hear me? I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Well, no more danger, I guess.
The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Ayoi! I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, Ayoi! Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. A steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they could go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms, forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to it and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongu dropped in the scanner panel. That was it. Whew. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd call Seven in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongu again. Or that was Ayoi. Damn it.
Ayoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongu seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom.
Up, 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 up! Man, these stairs go on forever. Question. Since he managed to transmit that information into the past, wouldn't that change the future and logically he shouldn't even be here at all? But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air. Again. Huh? Is Seven talking? Hey Junpei, can I ask you something? What's up? That door, the door with the 9 on it. Why did it open?
Yeah. All 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases. Bases? Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10? That goes from 0 to 9, right? And how about base 16? O to F. After 9, it starts at A, then goes from there. B, C, D, etc. Oh, okay. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on. So, what about it? You don't get it? What if we keep going in that pattern? What if you went way past base 16 all the way to base 27? Base 27? Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you add the alphabet digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16, H is 17, I is 18, J is 19, K is 20, L is 21, M is 22, N is 23, O is 24. Okay. Oh, now O makes sense. It's base 27, so the O is 2 and 4. 2 plus 4 is 6, therefore it is 6. Okay. P is 25. Yeah, and what comes after that? When, Q! 26! And what does that mean? That wasn't a 9 on the door. It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q! Oh, that's 7. Damn it! Oh, well. I'm so jumbled I don't know who is who! Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. Oh god, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. I don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be more than these steps left. Be more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! Seven's face looks weird in that. Phew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, not time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there. Alright, I'm gonna open it. Yeah. Yes. We're finally here. Please do. Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Actually, us and our freedom, but whatever. Whatever, just go with it. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now! I felt a hand on my shoulder. Oh, that's her.
It was Ayoi's. He gave me a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy. I felt like I could melt.
Really sorry about my voices being wrong a lot, but there's a lot of jumping back and forth. It's really just hard to keep track of who says what.
My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out from across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over.
It's over, Ioi whispered.
Yeah. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen 9 years later.
Yes! Finally, air! Gah! Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way. You've gotta be shitting me. What? It can't be.
This is...
The building? Really? This is Building Q. It's not even the actual ship. But the sounds and the... What? Although that does explain the darkness out the window that was just water after in the first room that he was in. This is the building in the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q? Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right. Our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip. Like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. So this whole time, no one was really in danger. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures. Akane.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must have been pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Okay! That is it for 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. That was a journey. I can't even imagine what the sequels are gonna be like, because there are sequels. Okay, so, now that this is done, I guess I'll be going back to, Dark Cloud whenever this goes up, and the same with, Phoenix Wright. I've learned a bit from this series. Like, well, obviously the things they tell you about in this game, but I've also learned, some things about recording and, filming 3DS games. Whenever I do them, they need to be in advance. Like, very in advance. I'm gonna record a video for the poll for, next year's, October month of madness and horror. Because that, just makes sense, really. Do it in a year in advance. It's gonna be 2 things that were already on the poll, but with 1 new one. Because I was never able to do, Cursed Mountain, because this was long! I mean, the game isn't technically all that long, but just getting everything up and together takes a really long time. Not to mention, this episode itself is probably like 2 hours long, unless I decided to cut it into 2 separate videos. To make more bonus episodes than there were anything else. Can I speed through the credits, or are they already done? Wow. Holy fucking shit. It's finally over.
Are you okay? Oh, come on. This is nothing. Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school.
Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious, half joking. I thought about it for a minute, first.
Jesus, what happened to you?
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and... Ow, 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 ow! See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition, and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around! And there's no speed limit!
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death. Hey, shut it! I can't help I'm big, alright? Suck it up! Why don't you drive, Seven? I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
But he's okay with letting a little girl break the law. Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and Six are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us. Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it. But we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing!
Oh, shit! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast! Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust.
It was a couple of hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of the hills, drenching a kid named Gasoline.
What the fuck? What is wrong with people?
The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them.
He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me, officer, please! You have to come with me! The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps. You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him.
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out. Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up real good. Yeah, you're gonna beat him up.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty?
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders on our first semester, remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind. They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbit. I couldn't forgive him for that, so I... Hey there, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Jintaro Hongu. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Why don't you just ask him yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume? He's in the trunk! Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Well, might as well have a little chat with the old man. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. Looks like he's just given up. Wonder if he even cares about what happened to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, old man. I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought that if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. Really? That's all this was about? If you had the power to influence people and access morphogenic fields, you could control people to buy your products. You could literally rule the world with that, and all you wanted was to see fucking faces! Granted, not being able to see faces must be a terrible thing, but for fuck's sake! I mean, people could draw it, maybe, or I don't know, they've probably come up with medicine for that or something, I don't know, but that just seems so ridiculous. People died and almost died because of you. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others. That's it? Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness... I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. I guess he didn't want the philosophical answer.
Alright, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you? Well, somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. That's for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that? Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongu on my own, hoping to catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordian and Alice. You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hongu has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a peculiar alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongu! The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here.
Sorry, that's probably Junpei. Gift. Here. This is for you.
What is this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket, shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made out of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Bought her a voodoo doll of himself. Well, never piss her off then, because now she can stick pins in that and hurt you. What? That's... Oh, man! Oh, man!
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah,
I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then. Why are you giving this to me anyway? It seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, Oh. Okay then. Okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So I wanted to give this. You...
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached out my hand and picked up the doll gently. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in warm light of the evening. Just the 2 of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on.
There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned. And also, the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then... how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Fucking paradoxes? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation as far as logic between time travel and temporal anomalies and paradoxes go. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road!
Huh? What? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out, her thumb up. But it would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Alice, do you realize you're almost butt naked? And I'm also confused as to how the fuck she's there. I suppose Hanyu might have lied. Okay, so that's the end. The true end. And I guess with that, we're going to end this episode, or bonus episode here, and this series. See you guys in the next one.